Good morning, President.
Take a seat. All employee stock ownership? What does this mean?
It means what it says. I'm proposing that the stocks after the merger should be owned by all employees.
Do you think that this is something you should do yourself?
Well, I'm not sure if I should be the one to propose it.
If you don't even know whether you should do the proposal, then it means your mind isn't clear yet. Talk to me again when you've figured it out.
I should do it. I should do this proposal. Mr. President, as I dealt with the merger process, I encountered several issues, and I discovered many problems. I have reached a conclusion. There are areas where they bend the rules to make room for hidden deals. The main problem of the subsidiaries is that their profit-sharing mechanism isn't appropriate.
And do you think this plan is appropriate? Su筱, I told you to merge the T subsidiaries. I didn't tell you to overthrow the shareholders.
Mr. President, there is a place I want to show you.
Where is it?
It's a piece of land that's next to the Shangguan Art Gallery.
What for?
Over 30 families are living in a temporary building over there. The oldest guy I met is over 70 years old. All of them used to be construction workers. They have constructed countless buildings in the city, but they don't own any of the houses they live in. They all used to work for the same construction company. And the name of this company is the iQIYI Group. Mr. President, in my opinion, iQIYI does not belong to you, or even to me. It belongs to all the employees of iQIYI, past and present, and future employees. Every employee should own a piece of iQIYI. It's a community with a shared future.
Miss Tang? Bring me my coat. Let's go.
Good morning, Mr. Shah. Mr. President, Mr. Shah is here.
You're the first one who was able to trick me. Tell me now, how should I punish you then?
It's your call, sir.
Okay, return the land to the Yinghai Group. Hold down the temporary construction. Kick out all of the families living there.
I don't believe it. I know you're not a narrow-minded person, Mr. President.
Narrow-minded? Do you think that I care about what people think about me?
Of course you don't care. You're successful and you're recognized now. The wind doesn't reach you, nor does the rain. Everyone treats you with great respect. The Zhao Shan-kun who lifted sandbags, carried bricks, who ate and lived with the migrant workers, he no longer exists. Why would you still care about what those sun-scorched workers struggling to make a living think about you now?
What a speech on behalf of these old construction workers. However, are you qualified to say that? TK is in the red because of you. And because of TK's death, the merger process is more difficult than it should be. If the merger of the subsidiaries fails, it will directly impact the group's IPO. You care about their lives, but how about those who will be affected by the IPO's failure?
I don't think you can blame me for this issue.
Well, today, I'm determined to make a scapegoat of you. Come upstairs.
Mr. President, what can I do for you?
Assemble your men right now. Later on, I need you to deal with something important.
Mr. President, please, you can't do this.
And why can't I do it? That land belongs to the company.
I'm the only one responsible for this. They have nothing to do with it. I will accept any kind of punishment. But please, give those families a place to live.
Any kind of punishment? I want us to make a deal then. I can keep those people there on the condition that you'll be the general manager of the merged subsidiaries. You owe it to the T subsidiaries. And I know I also owe it to them.
Hello?
I read through the proposal. Just add the details and make it into an action plan.
Okay. I'll work on it, Mr. President. Hello? Is Hong Mei in? Oh, okay. I'll call her cell phone.
What's wrong, Xiao?
Hey, Hong Mei. Send me the personal reports of the T subsidiaries. I need them now.
I'm not in the office right now.
What? Where are you?
Well, I'm here in my new flat.
What? But isn't your flat still under construction?
Not that. Well, you see, I already broke up with Bay.
What? When did you guys break up? Why didn't you tell me sooner?
You already have a lot on your plate, Sushao. I didn't want to bother you. And it's no big deal.
Come on, that's a big deal. You should have told me what was going on with you.
Well,
How are you now?
I'm totally fine. I won't keep whining about my life. I finally understand that you have to create your own happiness. I'll tell you about it next time, Shao. Who is
Wait.
it?
I wish you a happy life here.
Thank you.
Wait for me.
Good morning.
Good morning, President.
When did you return?
I returned last night. The flight was delayed. I barely had any sleep.
How was the trip?
We still can't break into the Southwest markets. I was just thinking that we should just give up.
After the merger of the subsidiaries, the new company will focus on the Southwest.
That's a good plan. It's time to decide who will become the general manager.
I want Xiaming.
Hmm?
What's the problem?
I'm a bit confused. Before I went on a business trip, didn't we decide to spin off TK Construction?
That's not happening anymore. The main reason for TK's losses is that it expanded too quickly. It hasn't reached the point where we have to divest it. Give it some time, and the situation will be better.
Well, I understand. But I don't think Xiaming fits the role. He takes too many risks. When Huang Lilin was in charge of TK, they made profits every year. But then when Xiaming took over, they've suffered heavy losses. If he becomes general manager, I'm afraid he will bring the T subsidiaries down.
TK is in this position because Xiaming is good at his job.
I suppose you're joking, President.
I'm not joking. Here's my big plan. They will do business in the Southwest and break into new markets. In the future, they'll dominate Southwest Asia. The EPC company will expand existing markets. The two companies will operate independently and won't interfere with each other.
Who will Xiaming report to?
Directly to me. In this case, you have the time and energy to focus on expanding PPP businesses.
Liu, it's me. Do you have time for dinner? No, it's okay. I just have something to tell you. The iQIYI Group is planning something that will affect our operations, and it's imperative that the members of the board like you should be made aware of the changes. Yes, I'll see you there.
It's a good stock ownership plan, huh? It basically lifts the burden off your shoulders.
This time we have to thank Su筱.
You have nothing to thank me for. I only made the proposal, but the president made the final decision. So please don't thank me. Thank the president instead.
We need to thank the president, but you as well. Both of you.
He's right. We're so grateful.
All right, let's not talk about this right now. Let's get back to business. I've handed the merger plan to the board of directors, and in about 10 days there's going to be a vote. After the plan is approved, the merger will officially begin. There are still a few more things that we need to confirm with all of you now.
I want to ask one thing, Miss Su.
What is it?
I heard that Xiaoming will be the general manager of the merged subsidiaries. Don't you think that this needs our approval before he gets the post?
That's the plan, but it's not final yet. If you have any concerns about this, you can tell me about it.
Well, it's pretty simple. He put TK in a precarious situation. I seriously doubt that he can properly manage the merged T subsidiaries.
He's right.
Oh, excuse me.
You might not be able to contact me the next few days. It'll be fine. Carry on with the merger of the T subsidiaries. Ask Mr. Xu if you need help.
Hello? Okay. I have to go. The president is being investigated.
Yeah. It says here that he was taken away.
We just received a message. What's going on?
The board has authorized me to investigate the all-employee stock ownership plan. The board suspects that you have made an illegal agreement with the president. I invited you here today to understand the situation perfectly. Let me be clear first. This is an internal investigation. It's voluntary. You can choose to cooperate or to refuse. If you think there's nothing wrong with the plan, then I recommend that you cooperate well.
I knew it was you.
Just answer the question. Are you willing to cooperate with the investigation?
You want to replace the president, don't you? Are you out of your mind?
Xiaoming, if you come clean about this issue, I assure you it will remain as an internal matter. We will solve it internally, and I promise to let bygones be bygones.
Mr. Wang, do you know what the president has that you can't match? His mind. He would never dare go into the battlefield unarmed like you.
I know that you're very good at playing little tricks, but I admit I still underestimated you.
The feeling is mutual, Mr. Wang. Don't forget that you lent me 30 million interest-free.
What about that land? Do you know who told me about that piece of land? The president. So are you willing to talk now, young man?
Bingyu, I need to talk to you. Tell me what you're playing at.
Oh. The board authorized me to investigate the all-employee stock ownership plan. I told Xiaming to come over, because I need to investigate him.
Do you really need security for an investigation?
Come on, I just wanted to scare him. I know Xiaming is not easy to break. If I don't put pressure on him, he won't tell the truth.
The group is in a precarious situation right now. We can't afford any disturbance or trouble, do you hear me?
But this is all for me to help the president clear his name and erase any doubts from the board.
Do you really want to help the president?
Of course. I understand that some people suspect I'm the reason why the president is under hot water, but that's preposterous. Come on, Shu. You don't believe that I'm capable of such a thing. You trust me, right? I suspect that Liu and his cohorts are behind all of this mess, because before this incident they complained to me that the president is too arbitrary with his decisions.
So what do you think we should do then?
It just happened all of a sudden. I didn't think it through. And what about you?
My position on this has never changed. I want the group to have stability. The all-employee stock ownership is a bad idea. Reform of the system causes instability. But if someone wants to bring the president down, I'm gonna hunt him. Office politics bring nothing but instability. I don't care who he is or what his motives are. Anyone who threatens the group's stability is my sworn enemy. Let's go now.
Where are we going?
The shareholders' meeting.
Wang Mingyu, what exactly is going on?
I really don't know what's going on.
If you don't know about it, no one does then. Anyone who has half a brain understands that you're the biggest beneficiary of the president's downfall.
Lin Xiaomin, stop with that nonsense, okay?
Come on, stop pretending.
And what would I gain from this, huh?
You know what I mean.
End this right now. Maria, go ahead first.
All right. I just received a temporary joint motion from 3 minority shareholders. They're demanding to remove President Zhao Shenkun from the presidency. They believe that he has personal motives in implementing the all-employee stock ownership plan. Officially, it's to motivate the subordinates, but they believe it's a shareholding entrustment to misappropriate the group's assets.
That is ridiculous. Ah. Eh? You don't actually believe that's true, right? Mingyu, say something.
Question. Have you seriously read through the all-employee stock ownership plan?
I haven't read it. Is there anything wrong with it?
After the merger, the founders of the 5T subsidiaries will share a total of 15% stake depending on their previous contributions. According to the profits TK Construction brought to the group in the past years, Wang Lilin will get roughly 5%. What's more, the chosen general manager of the merged T subsidiaries will have no more than 5% equity. The president wants to promote Xiaming to be the general manager. After the merger, Wang Lilin and his nephew will have a total of nearly 10% stake at the company.
Nearly 10%. That's quite a lot.
Come on, although Xiaming is Wang Lilin's nephew, he and Huang are two different people in the end. One is a founding member, the other is a future general manager. If you separate them, it's not too much at all.
But the problem is that Xiaming mismanaged TK Construction's finances. When Huang Lilin was TK's manager, TK Construction did so well. Then Xiaming took over. TK's in the red, and in just a short time. But the president did not punish him at all, and now he even wants to promote him to be a 5% shareholder of the company. Can't you see what's wrong with this?
Even if that's the case, there's no proof that the president and Xiaming made a deal under the table, right?
Come to the meeting room. Come in.
Here's what I remember. That day, the president called me out of the blue and told me to go to his office. When I entered his office, Xiaoming was there too. Then the president and Xiaoming started talking, but I didn't understand what they were talking about. So I really can't tell you what went on. I have no idea. And then, the president sent me away. When I left, I heard the president say,
You want us to make a deal then?
What happened next?
and then he closed the door. I don't know what happened next.
It's just one sentence. It's not conclusive at all. Huh?
Do you have any idea that the two of them are keeping a piece of land in the rural area from us?
A piece of land?
What land is that?
Gao Jin, I really didn't expect that the president would keep it from you too. Hmm?
What land?
A piece of agricultural land next to Shangguan Art Gallery.
How did you know that?
I wanted to do a project with Wang Lilin. With that piece of land. I planned to use that land for other purposes and develop a real estate project. At that time, Wang Lilin wanted to cooperate. But Xiaming was finding excuses to reject my plan. He clearly could have used Heyao but refused to do so. I was confused at the time. But I understand it now. He wants to keep that land for himself.
Exactly my point. Xiaming intentionally put TK Construction in the red, and he wanted to pressure the group through the creditors. After a successful divestiture, he can then make that piece of land in the rural area his own property. After knowing about his plan, the president didn't tell any of us. And then he wanted to promote Xiaming to be the general manager of the T's subsidiaries. Does it make sense? If I say that the two of them didn't reach a private agreement, would you believe me? I wouldn't believe it.
Mr. Shu,
Yes?
I was waiting for you. I have a document here that needs your signature. Sir, the president. What happened to him?
Just focus on your work and don't overthink. The president, he should be all right.
Su Xiao,
Mr. Wang.
come to my office.
Okay.
It was the third project that we worked on. At the time, it was the biggest project we had. We didn't have enough people, so the president and we both needed to work on the site. Back then, it was different, and the safety precautions weren't so good. There were no safety nets on the construction site. At that time, a double coupler used for fastening logs together fell off. Mr. Zhao pushed me away. But unfortunately, the double coupler fell on his head, right over here.
That was dangerous.
Yes, it was. The friendship between the president and I has been tested.
Mr. Wang.
Hmm?
What happened to the president?
He's fine. He's cooperating with the investigation. Don't worry about him. Sit down. Now, we promised to solve the president's problems. You just need to focus on your work, Su Xiao. You've been in the group for so long, and I haven't gotten the chance to have a proper chat with you. But today, let's talk for a little while.
About what?
To be honest, I don't believe that women like you are capable of becoming good managers. But you have managed to impress me. You have strong abilities, good ideas, and you're motivated. Although, you're a little immature when you handle some matters. But it's not a big issue. With the skills you have, your position is a bit unworthy.
Which position is worthy of my abilities, Mr. Wang?
Xu Ping is getting old. He isn't in good health either. I'm worried that he will quit one of these days. Who will take his place then?
Mr. Chow can take his place.
I don't think that Zhao Peng is suitable for that position. You deserve it more.
Thank you very much for thinking highly of me.
Normally, the chief financial manager is a member of the board. If you really want to become the next chief financial manager, I suggest that you get in touch with the shareholders from now on. They have to know who you are and what you can do.
And how can I do that?
Right now, the shareholders are wondering why the president asked you to make an all-employee stock ownership plan for the T subsidiaries. If you want to leave a good impression, you have to give them an answer that will satisfy their curiosity.
He didn't tell me to make that employee stock ownership plan. I was the one who came up with it. When I handed it to the president, he said that it was like overthrowing the shareholders. It took me a while to convince the president that it isn't the case. We should set up a fair incentive process among the T subsidiary employees.
I don't think this plan is what the shareholders want to hear from you.
But that is the whole truth.
I suppose you can give another version of the truth.
You'll only be getting this answer from me.
So women can't become managers in the end. You're too short-sighted. You have to know that sticking with the truth will just lead you nowhere.
As far as I know, the truth always wins. Mr. Wang talked to me just now. He was very dominant. I'm afraid that the board has reached an agreement with him.
I see.
How are you?
I'm all right. He's just trying to bluff. Don't worry.
Have a cup of coffee.
Let's get this over with.
There's no need to hurry.
But I'm in a hurry.
If you're in a hurry, then just come clean about what happened. After you explain everything, you can leave.
I really have nothing to confess to you, Mr. Wang.
Why are you so stubborn? I was so kind to offer you so many chances to come clean, but you just won't cooperate. Well, then I don't have to be polite to you. Let me ask you something. Why did you help Wang Yang borrow from the loan shark?
The group demanded that he pay for his late payment. He asked for my help. I pulled strings for him. Is there anything wrong with that?
Nothing. Nothing wrong with it. If Wang Yang didn't borrow from a loan shark to repay the group, thus making everyone aware of the issue, the president wouldn't have decided to merge the T subsidiaries so soon. If the merging process didn't start, there couldn't have been an audit. If not for the audit, we wouldn't have found out that TK is suffering from big losses. Without that discovery, spinning off TK would not be brought up. And without the spin-off, you won't be able to get that land in a rural area. A perfect plan. You planned this so well. You were so close, but you failed in the end. You've been designing it carefully and planning it for many years. I'm almost impressed that you made it this far. But you came up short. I can imagine that your heart must be broken to pieces right now. I can make everything work for you. I can give you both TK construction and the land that you want.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean.
You treat me like a 3-year-old, Mr. Wang.
TK Construction is insolvent, and you don't know if that precious land can be used for other purposes in the future. You have no choice then. To divest TK Construction is a legitimate procedure. So remember, you can only get what you want if I can make it happen.
我顺着地平线漂流，寻找着手里的白昼，潜意识去向着自由，俯瞰着天空翻涌。挣扎的瞳孔被揭开，周围的尘封，让记忆自然的裂缝，正在沸腾的燃烧。我吹着风。做着梦， 受着寒冷，4月的雨惶恐，我坚守不放松，去承受。